So, Dean, how's the training coming along? How's the pre-season ahead of the Saturday's game?
Yeah, obviously we got the hit out against Brisbane, and there's some really good things. It's the way we started the game, and some issues to work through in the middle of the game, and like the way we finished. But the intensity was good. Like the rebounding. We tried not to be in too much set play action. Try to just play out of our motion and just try and have people understand how to play together. So yeah, we got a lot out of it, and the challenge of trying to have 14 guys all play minutes and be super efficient on the floor was probably too much for us, but it was a challenge that I wanted for all those guys that have been with us for a month or so to get a reward to put on the Melbourne United jersey.
Is it likely we see a Delhi or an IC or any of those senior guys on Saturday?
Yeah, all those four are expected to play, the guys that sat out that game the other night, and so I thought they'd done some work and possibly could have saw some minutes the other night, but I think far more prepared to play this one.
Luke Travers have finally announced today as joining Cleveland. What's it like to see him get his dream and get that done?
Yeah, it was the goal. When he came to us to put himself in a position to go to the NBA, and he was right on the verge there of contract or two-way, right where you want to be as an athlete. So super proud of him and what he achieved with us, and really look forward to seeing his journey.
And what's the feeling from yourself now? Luke's got his. I'm pretty sure Ariel's got some sort of contract with the Knicks. I've lost track.
Two-way, yeah.
What's it like to see those guys both go leap from here to there?
Yeah, amazing. I think every club in the league has bought into, trying to develop players to get to the NBA, and obviously the Next Star is a big part of that. But also local players that you have, the top Australian, New Zealand talent. The best of those guys are on the verge of being in the NBA as well. So can you give them the opportunity to play the minutes that will allow them to get there? And fortunately, both Ariel and Luke, had significant roles that allowed them to get to the NBA. So hard people to replace, and there's always going to be that cycle of trying to replace super talented guys that go to the NBA. But we look forward to the next ones coming through as well.
Do you reckon either of them could crack some minutes this year? They both look, as you say, you played them in roles that they could probably adapt in the NBA in various forms.
Yeah, I hope so. And that's the two-way guys in the league right now, and it seems like they're far more connected to the NBA team than years past, and they're not just G League guys. They're going to get called up, and so whether that's the team resting guys for the playoffs or a team not in playoff contention, I think there's going to be opportunity certainly later in the year. But yeah, if they can have an impact and get an opportunity early in the year and build some trust, it'd be great.
How much did that Brisbane game give you an idea of who may fill that final spot? Did you get closer to a decision?
I didn't finalise the decision, and so we're going to get through this one more game, and with our full roster, and I think that's a part of the decision is just I've been kind of holding on it for a while, just as what's our roster look like, and if there was foul trouble, if there was something, what do we need out of that 11th spot on the roster? And so I learnt some things from the other night, and I think I'll learn a little bit more in the game Saturday.
What else do you think you're going to get out of these games? Obviously, a lot of this crew have played together before. Chris, IC, Daly. What do you get out of a game like the one against Brisbane, but now this one with those guys playing against South East?
Yeah, even today in practice, it just the intensity of it was really good, and it was just kind of one moment within a possession that someone was just a little bit off, or the pass was a little bit off, and so just the reps of playing together and trying to put different combinations together, and we've got some groups that can play really fast, we've got some groups that can slow down a little bit more and execute, and so I think you're continuing to trial different lineups on the floor and see how they go together offensively.
You've been around Shea Ili a long time. What should we make of a 3 technical ejection in a preseason game?
Well, it's interesting. I sat with Scotty Butler yesterday, and so we went back through all the foul calls, and he was pretty convinced that each one of them was a foul. So But the behaviour is unacceptable, and so it's a part of our own values that we know that we've got to show a toughness when things are not going our way, and we can't hurt the team by it, and so him getting ejected is never going to be a good thing for our club. So I think it's a good message all round, good one for him, just not to overreact. And as I referee practice, it's something I'm continuing to harp on, is just about behaviour afterwards, and if we see anything that's in a game would hurt us, we're going to call tech fouls in practice and be tougher on it.
Is there any sort of solace that he's in that sort of mid-season form of competitiveness?
Yeah, he's had a great pre-season, obviously, fantastic. The 28 or whatever he put up against Slovenia in his last game, for the Tall Blacks, and come back here with, just a great energy about how he's playing. And so, we obviously the other night he was our best creator, and we wanted to put the ball in his hands in moments, and he thought he got fouled in those moments, so he was disappointed that he couldn't, help a little comeback.
Ayah, I know he's only new here and he's still showing himself, but he looks pretty good out there. Can he help you a bit this year?
Yeah, definitely. He's got the combination of being able to play 4 or 5, which is, which is great. And I think when you look at it, at development guys, can they cross over positions, or are they a specialist in a different area if someone gets hurt? So, I think he's adapted at both right now, and we wanted to add shooting to our roster, and he's certainly shown that he can shoot the basketball.
And he doesn't go for the spoil at all, or play the third man up in the hit outs like his brother does.
Yeah, we haven't talked a lot about his, the football. Obviously, he enjoys it, and we're just trying to get the body to look the same.